Sometimes car names try to be all mysterious or futuristic. Not this one. Ferrari just went ahead and called it what it is, Dodici Cilindri. 12 cylinders, front and center. No surprises, just a whole lot of engine. Let's dive in. Since the car wears its engine on its sleeve, literally, in the name, it only makes sense to start there. From now on, we'll just call it the 12 Cilindri. Underneath the dramatic clamshell hood, or cofango as the Italians proudly call it, lies a reminder of what Ferrari still believes in. Without turbo, supercharger, or hybrid with electric drive. Just a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12, producing 820 horsepower. That's enough to launch the 12 Cilindri from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.9 seconds, and from 0 to 125 miles per hour in just 7.8. Keep your foot down, and it'll keep pulling all the way past 217 miles per hour. Sound familiar? It should. The numbers are nearly identical to the 812 Superfast. But the message here isn't about shaving milliseconds. Ferrari's made it clear, they're no longer playing the numbers game. What they're fighting to preserve is the essence, the drama, the response, the purity of a V12 without electrification. In a world rushing toward EVs and hybrid complexity, Ferrari seems to be drawing a line in the sand. The 12 Cilindri is their way of saying, we're still Ferrari, and we still build cars with soul. The Ferrari 12 Cilindri sparked instant debate the moment images of it hit the internet. For some, the design was jarring, especially that prominent black mask stretching across the nose and hood. To American eyes more familiar with cleaner supercar profiles, it recalled an old concept car from the 70s, or maybe even the front end of an Aston Martin or Jaguar coupe. The front-end styling draws directly from the iconic 1968 Ferrari 365 GTB/4 Daytona, with its long, low-wedge nose and wide stance. Ferrari's design boss, Flavio Monzoni, was adamant that this part of the car must remain black. The same goes for the roof and rear active aero elements. One detail that really divides opinion is the DRLs, which jut outward from the body rather than blending smoothly into the headlight housing. It's a bold move, giving the car a sharp, futuristic look. Love it or hate it, it's undeniably distinct. Then there are the wheels, 21-inch units machined from solid aluminum blocks. Heavier than the 812 Superfast wheels, sure, but that comes with added strength and character. The tires are properly staggered too. 275/35 are 21 in the front and 315/35 are 21 out back. But unlike the 812 Competizione, which had a fully sealed-off rear end, the 12 Cilindri leaves room for a tinted rear glass window. The rear, though, might be the most divisive element of the whole design. No round taillights, no exposed exhaust tips. Instead, you get a futuristic delta wing motif, dramatic venting, and complex shapes carved into the diffuser. It's radical by Ferrari standards, but it's still anchored in classic proportions reminiscent of their Grand Tours from the 60s. But none of this is just for show. Beneath the ducktail spoiler lies Ferrari's first ever active aero system on a front-engine V12. The panels lift 10 degrees between 60 and 300 kilometers per hour, generating 50 kilograms of downforce at 155 miles per hour. Ferrari could have gone further, like McLaren's fully articulating wings, but intentionally kept things simpler to preserve trunk space. The logic? A GT should still carry a weekender bag or a set of golf clubs, even if it hits 200 plus mph. Even the roof speaks to this balance of drama and usability. It's not carbon fiber, it's glass. A panoramic canopy gives the interior an airy feel. And for those who'd rather let the sky in, the Spider version is already here, featuring a retractable hardtop that folds in 14 seconds. Then step inside, because the cabin, by comparison, offers a more familiar kind of Ferrari luxury. It's a refined Grand Tourer interior, with clean lines, driver-focused ergonomics, and a restrained design language that feels both high-tech and genuinely elegant. From the driver's seat, it shares much of its architecture with the Puro Sangue and SF90, though it carves out its own identity. One of the most distinctive elements is the haptic touch-sensitive controls, replacing many of the traditional buttons. Visually, the result is stunning, clean, minimalist, and futuristic. But practically, it takes some getting used to, especially on the steering wheel, where almost every control is activated by a swipe or tap. Behind the wheel is a full digital instrument cluster, complete with an F1-style LED rev bar across the top. This isn't just a visual gimmick. It keeps the driver's eyes where they belong during high-speed runs. A large 10-inch central touchscreen handles HVAC and comfort settings, while a second, smaller display faces the passenger, offering performance data and navigation info. Customization is a cornerstone of the 12 Cilindri experience. Every surface can be specified to taste: matte or gloss carbon trim, colored stitching, and even the type of paddle shifter finish. And for those looking to bring the outside world in, the cabin features a large panoramic roof, giving the space an airy, open feel, an essential element for any modern GT car. And while the interface isn't the most intuitive in the segment, it gets the job done. As expected, the car also comes equipped with multiple driving modes: Wet, Sport, Race, City Off, and the aggressive ESC Off, which disables the traction and stability systems completely. It's a reminder that, beneath all the luxury and digital polish, this is still a purebred performance machine. The Ferrari 12 Cilindri isn't just another new car. It's a thunderous declaration from Maranello that the emotional pull of a naturally aspirated V12 still matters. At a time when global emissions regulations are closing in fast, this could very well be one of the last Ferraris to feature a pure V12 engine without hybrid assistance. Ferrari has made it clear they intend to keep building V12s for as long as possible. But the reality is, legislation may have the final say. And if this really is the end of the road for an unassisted V12 Grand Tourer, then at least it's going out in style, wrapped in bold design, delivering unfiltered sound, and carrying the unmistakable soul of a classic Ferrari GT. For enthusiasts, there's a bittersweet truth hanging in the air. We all hope this isn't the swan song, but if it is, then it's a farewell worthy of legend.
To be put down, it ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, I'm losing shit. A stupid myth, you choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh,
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions, each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along.